Hello, welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel. I just want to say happy birthday, Mark. And it's just amazing you made it this long. Yes, have your cookie. Happy birthday.
Yes, Michael got me a cookie for my birthday.
Because, you know, he likes healthy things. And this says healthy. It says right here, decadent strawberry. If that's not healthy, I don't know what is.
Yummy. Now, it's not only my birthday. It's also the birthday of this program. It's our 11th
happy birthday to that.
anniversary of Double Talk.
11 years.
Yep.
What is that?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
So your children came back to visit. I see.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, these are great.
You know, pretty good. You know, you used to have to pay royalties for that song, but not anymore.
That's true. Now Bennigan's could sing it to you if they were still in business.
That's why a lot of these stores would make up their own song.
Oh, we're going to do a special, even though this is the last week of Negroni Week,
Yes.
because it's your birthday, we're doing special drinks for you,
You know,
which has gin in it.
oh, very good. Okay.
Yes.
And a special gin, apparently.
Wheeler's Gin, we're using Wheeler's Gin. Wheeler's is from Santa Fe, so it's locally grown. We've had Dry Point on the show. I ran out of that, so we've got Wheeler's. Oh, man. You know, Wheeler's smells, they say they get all the shrubs of the desert, you know, the smell in here.
Yeah?
It smells like that.
Sagebrush?
Yeah, good stuff. Cactus, smells like cactus. Unfortunately, it doesn't taste like it. The Dripping Springs gin from Texas does taste like it. Oops, we're straining this.
And so it's going to have how many ingredients in this particular
This one has
concoction?
3 ingredients, which would be gin,
Just like a Negroni, 3 ingredients.
but it's more like a martini, because you mentioned you preferred a martini thing. You said, what do you want for your birthday? You said martini, and we've done martinis.
We've done martinis
We
several
probably
times.
never did martinis because we think we do them all the time, and it works like that.
You can't go wrong with the classic.
That's true. What do you consider classic? A Negroni,
A martini.
a martini. That's true. You were just reading the recipe for the Martinez, which is the precursor of the martini, and the reason it was the precursor is because when they started it in the middle of the 1800s, dry vermouth was not imported into America, so they only had red vermouth.
I
And that's
see.
part of what a...
Well, the martinis has about 8 ingredients. If you
Yes, it
include
does,
garnish with
because
cherry.
when you put... we're going to be putting in, this wonderful stuff. See this? You can get this anywhere, but especially at the soda store at the Renaissance Fair, which won't be here this year, by the way.
Oh, you canceled it?
Pretty much. I have a meeting tonight.
That's you guys' major fundraiser.
It
for the
is.
Arts
We're going to
Council.
try to do a virtual one with something. We're going to see what we're going to do.
Oh, virtual, please.
Yeah. You know, people sell art on the line all the time, so.
Come on, let's have it. By then, it'll be fine. It's outdoors anyway.
Right. And everybody wears masks.
Why not?
Everybody wears masks.
I don't think you should cancel it. I'm
So
going on
that's-
record by saying that.
That's 3/4 of an ounce of grapefruit juice. Here's 1/2 an ounce of sweet vermouth, which would be like the Martinez.
Okay. Yeah, the martini sounds pretty sweet. Cherry
But
juice.
now you get grapefruit.
But it also has bitters to cut some of the sweetness.
Yeah. A little bit. Well, this has grapefruit juice.
So you get
Oh,
some
man.
tartness there.
A little tartness. I haven't tried it yet. This comes from my favorite book for drinks, which is, what is it? Vintage Spirits and Forgotten Cocktails. And I think Debbie Levy got this for me about 5 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Used it for a lot. Here you go. Birthday boy.
Thank you, Michael. Now,
Hopefully the grapefruit juice isn't poisoned. So
even though today's my birthday, Michael will always be older than I.
that's true.
Michael, in fact, Michael watches the History Channel
And prettier.
and says, "Oh, I remember that. Oh, I remember that." You once thought
Yeah, but funny, I don't remember you saying that just now. I just forgot that.
you once thought Ariana Grande was a drink at Starbucks.
Ariana Grande is a river parallel to the Rio Grande.
It's not sweet at all, is it?
No, it's not.
No, he's a cherry.
It does need a cherry. But the thing that I think is
Cherry juice.
awry is, I think that grapefruit juice.
Yeah, but you hardly put any grapefruit juice in. I can taste it.
You could taste it. You can see why. These are the best cherries in the world, by the way.
They are. Maraschino.
We agree on that, even though we don't agree on who's older.
We do agree on that,
We do,
too.
I guess. These are Luxardo Maraschino cherries.
Wow.
Luxardo.
Do I have to drink the whole thing to get to it?
No, you don't. You can manipulate it down.
They really are the best cherries. I mean,
And Luxardo Maraschino liqueur is amazingly useful in drinks. Cheers again.
cheers. It's already better.
It already tastes better, yeah.
Just because you know what's in there.
Oh, you just race to the bottom. So I have a new mask that I got this week.
Uh-huh.
The mall is now open. You remember the Mesilla Valley Mall? People used to crowd in there.
Well, we're going to be talking about malls here in a minute.
We are?
Yeah. Now,
I don't have that kind of time. We're running behind.
eating outdoors, in restaurants is now happening all over the place because restaurants don't want people to come in. People don't want to go in. There's too much spacing anyway. Although Rendezvous Cafe lets people in, they don't have an outdoor patio area.
Good.
Andale Restaurant, they've created an outdoor area in their parking lot.
I thought the doghouse. Did the doghouse have one?
They have one in the back,
Oh.
but they've been closed. They
Oh, yeah, I
decided to
remember
close.
that. No, they're both open, I think.
They were just doing takeout for a while, and then they stopped doing it. But the main Andales, they were closed. But now they've opened up at the front a patio, just like Dick's Cafe has done.
Mm-hmm.
Dick's has a lot of room out in front of theirs. Problem is, you go there for dinner, you're in the sun.
The problem is,
As the sun
you go
goes
there
down.
for dinner, and they have no wine list.
They have beer.
Do they have beer?
They do have beer. Yeah.
And they also have maple syrup.
But if you go
You
to
get it fermented.
Andales, when the sun's going down, you're in the shade because the sun is going down in the west, and their patio looks out to the east.
What's been good is going to Salud. Salud has a lot of outdoor spaces,
They do, yes.
and it's a lot of space there.
Well, I'm going to DH Las Comas tonight for dinner.
They have the patio in front.
Sort of. Now with Salud, they don't have their own wine brand the way Les Combs does. So they have many different varieties of wines, unlike Les Combs, which just has their wines. But they're not
Les
bad.
Combs does have some really good wines now.
Yeah, they do have some pretty good wines.
Yes, if you go there and do takeout food, you can buy a bottle for half price.
No, you can't.
You can't do it anymore? That was a come on before.
Really?
Yes, if you go buy food there for takeout and you can take home a bottle of wine, half price.
Which is about the price it should be.
Yes. Well, people are very loyal to local brands.
They should be.
Yeah.
I went to Simon's Gorditas the other day for dinner. Takeout, of course, because that's all they do.
Well, you could sit in your car and eat it because it's made for that.
And I ordered the chicken taco plate and the red enchilada plate. I get home, they gave me the green enchilada plate. So you have to check your takeout before you drive away. I never had to before, but now you have to now.
Did you
Signs.
still eat the green? I mean, really,
course.
you've been living here long enough. You can process both colors.
My taste buds are all set for the red sauce.
Really, because
You know how that is.
some places the red sauce is better than the green sauce, and vice versa. So
The red sauce is better than the green sauce. And when I got it home, I actually had roasted green chilies, which I chopped up,
so you
added to
adopted
theirs.
it.
And then I took the chicken from one of the tacos and added that, and we had green chili chicken enchiladas.
I am totally fascinated.
That's what we do.
So this Thursday in the paper, there was a list of the 5 best places to get salad.
Salads, that sounded pretty good.
And that sounded like pretty good. They left off Santorini, which has a great fattoush salad. Did you ever have the fattoush?
I don't think
It's
so.
great. You have it with chicken. It's it's
Greek,
acidic.
Middle
It's,
Eastern. But there's feta
it's
cheese.
made with sumac. All sumac is not poison. Sumac has a wonderful flavor. I'm not sure what it is, but they do it really well. It's got a good citrus type of bite to it.
I'll have to try that.
Which doesn't keep your tongue itching because it's not poison sumac.
Well, we're just talking about malls. Many malls were closed for 3 months or more.
They were.
We're in our 4th month now of this lockdown. And the mall.
You too? On
The
that
mall
side
here?
of the glass?
Yes. I was up at Barnes & Noble earlier this week. You couldn't enter the mall from Barnes & Noble, nor enter into it from the mall. But the mall was open. Some of the stores are open there, not all of them.
I think
maybe?
by law you're only allowed one door. Because if many people come in from both doors, there's no way to control it. But if you have one door, you can see how many people.
How many people are there, and they
So
limit the amount of
Chico's,
people.
which has a door on the parking lot side, only
Yes.
has that door open, and that's about it, I think, in the mall. Penny's, you can get into the mall from outside.
Now, is the food court open?
There are 2 or 3 places in the food court.
Sbarro?
Yes, I think Sparrow's open.
There's a Chinese place.
There's a
there.
Chinese place, and then
Corn Dog 7 or something?
In addition to the Chinese place, I think there might be an Oriental place.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, so many malls are closed, you know, and I think because of that,
And Chick-fil-A is open too, but you can't eat
course they
there.
are.
You have to go there and get takeout.
Just takeout.
Yeah.
well, that's how all of the Chick-fil-A's in town are now, and they're making $500,000 a month from the takeout. Now, because
the
of all these
corporate-
closed malls,
corporate headquarters.
GNC, you know, the vitamin store, I think you only find them in malls. They filed for bankruptcy. We have one here in our mall. Hopefully they're.
I think it was open.
Was it open?
I think it was open. You know what's still open? CBD stores in the mall. Both
Are they
CBD
kiosks or actual stores?
The stores, they have large spaces. They're the space of their store. I mean, if you look at H&M, which is now open also, H&M is big and it is loaded with clothes. CBD stores are not as big, but pretty big. And pretty much you have a counter and then a couch to pass out on.
Do they sell posters? What do they sell? They sell oils and.
Oils. CBD oil is expensive.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But
Okay.
the mall is pleasant. I liked it. It's good for, old men to walk when you don't want to walk in 98-degree weather.
Absolutely.
Women too.
And of course, all these closings are due to what? COVID-19.
What?
The coronavirus. The coronavirus. That's
Not caused by that beer. We don't want to give the wrong impression.
They're getting so much free publicity.
It's negative publicity, if anything. They actually came out with a new brand. They rebranded it, but they've still got to get rid of the old bottle cans.
You know, the U.S. now has more COVID-19 victims than the next 4 countries combined, which includes Brazil, Russia,
Italy and Spain.
and England.
We're number 1.
Yeah, that's right.
And how did we get there? Do you want to say how we
By
got
not
there?
doing anything for 2 months about it.
Yes.
In fact,
and,
you're-
and now we're still not doing anything. We
We're
just
not.
found out that 2 states on both sides of us.
Well, before we get to that,
Oh, is that later? I didn't know. I can't read that far.
Europe is now
Europe.
restricting travel to Europe from the U.S. They don't want Americans going to Europe because we're going to take the virus with us. So they're cutting us off,
And
just the
certain-
way Trump cut off China.
And certain states in the United States are cutting off people who come from certain states. Luckily, we're in New Mexico so far because we're actually going to Massachusetts later.
That's what you think.
We don't know.
Yes.
1 minute? What do you got? Thanks.
Well, now we're stuck right. New Mexico is stuck right in the middle. It looks like we might have peaked, but the Arizona and Texas that we're surrounded with is rising because they loosened up too soon.
It's the young. We don't want to blame. At first, it was the older people because they were more susceptible and they were just getting it because it was there. Young people now think that they're impervious because, of course, their youth prevents them from getting sick. And are we talking anywhere about masks, or do you want to talk about it now? Oh, we only have a minute to go, so let's just wrap it up.
What about masks?
We wrapping it up? We're wrapping it up.
We're going to take a break.
We'll come back and talk about everything else.
We'll come back and talk about this and many
That.
other fascinating topics after these words.
And we'll argue. We'll go fist to fist.
Why you?
You found us on Channel 98. Keep watching because we have so much in store for you. We want to grow together. Your channel, local and real.
If we want to improve America's healthcare system, let's start by improving the health of Americans. Despite the best doctors, hospitals, and medical advancements, Americans are not as healthy as they should be. We spend too much on treatment and not enough on wellness and prevention. We need a system based on primary care. When patients have a medical home and a long-term relationship with a doctor, the result is a longer, healthier life and reduced medical costs for everyone. Let's make America a place where health is primary.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here. Horizon Granite is here. We'll come to you to customize your kitchen and bathroom with beautiful countertops and cabinets. Find out more at horizongranite.com. Call us at 575-650-3180.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here.
Make yourself a beautiful home.
Hi, I'm Ray Bamberg with Here on Earth. I would like to invite you for a free hearing evaluation to our office. We've been here in southern New Mexico for 34 years helping people hear better.
We are back right here on the 11th anniversary show of Double Talk.
And Mark is reached drinking age, so we're letting him drink at this show.
We are.
It's his birthday.
Right here on the Las Cruces channel.
The first drink we had, I know you think I made it up, but it's called the Palm Beach Special. The drink we're doing now is called the Park Avenue Cocktail. And it too will take gin since, well, it's not just you that loves gin, I love gin too. So we're doing that. It's 2 ounces of this Wheeler's Santa Fe gin, which smells like the prairie. And
And
there's 3/4 of an ounce of pineapple juice, which smells like the Caribbean.
The Caribbean?
Yeah, pina coladas.
I see.
Don't
Have you ever
remember?
been to the Caribbean, Michael? Have you?
Yes,
Have you?
at least 3
Once?
times.
Oh, have you? Where'd you
Different
go?
parts.
St.
Once
Bart's?
St. Croix, San Martin, and well, Bermuda is not the Caribbean; it's more the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah. It's due east of New York.
Yeah. No, it's south. It's due east of like
Carolina.
North Dakota, North Carolina.
Yeah.
What did I just do? Okay, so pineapple juice, 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth.
Okay.
So in a way, it's a little like the Martinez with pineapple juice.
Is it, well,
And
so-
remember, this is called the Park Avenue. So
does it come with a cherry too, Michael?
for you, it does.
Oh,
We'll do that.
You're kind. How about some of that cherry juice that's in there with the cherries?
Okay.
What do you
You're
do?
the one who says I don't like sweet drinks. But the special thing about this one is dry curacao, which is orange curacao in this case. And this is by, I got a little bottle of this, Pierre Ferrand at the cocktail conference a couple of years ago.
In San Antonio.
Yeah.
You go to it every year.
Yes, we do.
And Michael always comes back with new cocktail
Samples.
ideas and samples. And
I think
so forth.
that's about, is that 2 teaspoons?
I,
A little more.
I'd go for it.
Yeah. I'm going to use this for the next drink.
You want to save that, Michael,
Yeah.
for next year.
This doesn't fit. It's not fitting in. Curaçao's great. It's orangey.
Yeah, normally
It's rummy.
Curacao you find is blue. Looks like Windex.
Blue, right, and the drink Windex, which is made with vodka, is made with blue Curacao. Curacao isn't necessarily blue, they just want to do something special.
And you got to figure it's blue food coloring anyway. There's no
Yeah.
blue food in nature.
Except blueberries.
Yeah, blue on the bush, purple on the plate.
Yeah, they're blue. If you hold their neck long enough, they turn
not.
blue. Yeah.
And it tastes nothing like blueberry, so there's no blue food.
But you want a cherry.
Well, let's taste it first without.
Let's taste without the cherry.
Yeah, the way it's supposed to be done,
You know,
more or less.
if we had a proper bar, we'd have chilled glasses for each drink.
We would.
But we don't, so
Now, how much pineapple juice did you put in there?
I put in 3/4 of an ounce.
Interesting.
It looks bigger. We have more than this than the other one.
Okay,
Let's see.
here we go.
And this is
We-
called
we
the
clink-
Park Avenue Cocktail.
We clink the glass between us. It's not bad.
This is pretty good.
Not bad.
You know, the pineapple is ameliorated by the curacao, I think.
Yes. Now
It's not very pina colada-esque.
I usually don't care for pineapple. I would never eat a pineapple. Maybe because I was raised on canned pineapple, I just couldn't stand it.
I think it was because when you ate one, you took it in your hand and you bit it, and you didn't realize the hard part.
You're supposed to peel it first?
Yeah, I forgot that.
Now I know.
But I think it would help to have.
You know, yeah, but the cherries.
The cherry would be good.
Those cherries wouldn't hurt any drink.
Even a martini.
They wouldn't hurt a lasagna.
You know, one of the reasons that martinis are good with olives and
that's good juice.
and or pearl onions is for the salt. Salt makes drinks better, as does sugar.
Well,
But you don't have salt. Well, you do have salty drinks. Margaritas are supposed to have salt.
but
Yes.
some people like the bartenders. Would you like a dirty martini?
Oh, pickle juice.
And they add the olive juice.
Oh, right.
Olive juice. No, I don't want that. I want a clean martini.
That's true. So we were in Texas Roadhouse when you could go to Texas Roadhouse, probably about 6-7 months ago, and I asked for a dry martini. And I got it, and it looked funny. It looked greenish and whatever, and I'm going, man, they must have used like old vermouth, because vermouth turns yucky when it gets old. And I went over and I said, is this a dry martini? And she says, yes. I said, is your vermouth fresh? She goes, yeah.
Why would it be?
And then there's olive juice in it. I said, that's a dirty martini. Well, everybody orders dirty martinis.
Well, you didn't.
Everybody orders. And I think we talked about this last time. We were in a bar in Cincinnati Street in Texas.
In El Paso.
When you could go there. And you could still go there now, but you get sick. So Tom had, he said, what drink? Because they didn't know how to make drinks. They were just dressed like in nudist costumes. And,
where's this?
It's in Cincinnati. That's why people are lining up there. Yeah. And he said, what drink are you good at? And they give him a shot of pickle juice. That's why I mentioned pickle juice instead of olive juice.
Yeah.
A shot of bourbon, or a shot of, what would have been bourbon? So you take the idea is you drink the pickle juice, you drink the bourbon, and then you drink the pickle juice. And I kind of liked it. And I'm thinking, well, this is pickle juice. And you go, that's okay. And then you drink bourbon, and you go, that's better. It still sucks. And then you drink more pickle juice, and you go, all right. It's sort of like eating a pastrami sandwich on rye.
After a couple of those drinks, it doesn't really matter. I just have one question for you, Michael. Why are you wearing sunglasses?
Am I? I thought you had a tan.
Oh.
It's so bright in here. God.
Now, we were talking about...
because you know what? It makes you feel cooler. I mean, cooler.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
We're under the hot lights. We were talking about Arizona and Texas. You know, Arizona has 55,000 cases of coronavirus now. And that's it's doubled in 16 days. Why? Because they loosened up early, kind of like Texas did. They're
Same
blooming
thing.
with the virus as well. New Mexico is not. We have a governor who
Everybody
is
was-
on this.
Right, everybody was castigating our governor, saying, oh, she's so mean. She won't let us go into a restaurant. She won't let us buy anything. Well, you know, everybody else bought themselves a whole lot of trouble.
That's right. That's right.
So
Now-
I would go with her. And,
Well, you know, with Phoenix or with Arizona going crazy with the virus now, maybe the University of Phoenix is going to have to start some classes online.
you ever hear of that, man? University of Phoenix online? That'd be as crazy as New Hampshire online.
Well, imagine testing every citizen in the United States, doing that test in the nose.
But
If they tested everybody, they would have to do like 11 million tests a day to get through everybody. We haven't done 11 million tests yet.
Total.
And we won't.
But you go in to be tested when you have the hint of conditions.
Symptoms.
And you had the hint of conditions, as you say, three times.
I couldn't get a
Yet I'm
test,
sitting here.
so I just dealt
could.
with it.
Well, my wife keeps thinking she could get a test. You call them up and you tell them what your symptoms are.
Who do you call?
There's a number to call. Go online.
Yeah, who
you
knows
don't know
what
how
the
to use
number
your computer. I don't know. It's online.
This is our-
COVID test.
this is
You
the fourth
call them
month.
up. She called Memorial Medical, asked them if she could get a test. They said, what are your symptoms? And they said, you don't have it.
Yeah. Oh, you can tell over the phone. This is our 4th month of quarantine now.
You notice that they put a chopstick up your nose.
Yes.
And it doesn't have a cotton swab. It usually has sort of like a wonton.
You know, Trump said we'd get tired of winning. You tired yet?
I am very tired.
Well, there's a term for Trump, but not a second one. Now,
are you writing these yourself, or are you getting Jimmy Fallon's leftovers?
Now, the Las Cruces Police Department has been in the news a lot lately. They've killed 2 taxpayers this month.
Did they pay their taxes? Did you check? I paid my taxes, so now I guess I can get shot. Once you pay your taxes, you're fair game.
Well, they choked one guy to death.
Oh, well.
And the other guy was suicide by cop. And if you ever want to commit suicide and you can't stand to do it yourself, the Las Cruces Police Department will be happy to oblige you. They fall for it every time.
As well as most TV shows have suicide by cop. They say, put the gun down. No, they say nicely, just put the gun down, just put it by your side. Don't do anything, don't do anything, don't do anything, and then you're dead.
Well, you know, the Las Cruces Police Department has one of the highest rates of cop killing citizens in the country per capita.
We're number 1.
Per capita.
We're number 1.
Worse than Albuquerque, and they're pretty bad.
Yeah. They have more people there. And they're
Now, you know, they're starting to tear down statues of Oñate, Don Juan de Oñate, the Spanish Catholic explorer who came through this area, killing Indians left and right, chopping their feet off if they wouldn't convert. They're tearing down the statues.
You're from New Mexico, right? Do you still have your feet?
I still have mine, both of them.
Well, I'm from New York.
Yeah.
You know, we never heard of this guy, Don Juan Onate.
Well, he was here before New York even existed, before the Pilgrims showed up.
We don't even know.
Now they're talking about changing the name of Oñate High School. What do you think about that?
Oh, I heard they're calling it Chris Suler High School.
And
Is that true?
What about Coronado?
Coronado.
That's
yeah,
Spanish. If they're going to start tearing down...
You know, those are good names. I mean, those are good names for places. I mean, as names...
It's a good name.
You know, if it's starting to represent certain
If they're going to tear down Oñate statues and things in high schools, they're going to have to tear down Catholic churches because he did all that killing and slaughter in the name of the Catholic Church of
Who
Spain.
did? Oh.
Oñate and Coronado.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why they did it.
You know, they can't name anything Antarctica because people's feet freeze off in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Oh, our show's ending. Let's move.
Even
So
southern states
Hurry up.
are chopping down their things too. You know, because
What are we up to?
blacks pay taxes
Yes, they
to
do.
maintain those monuments that endorse slavery.
Francis Scott Key,
They did the same with him.
can't get rid of him.
Now, voting.
His song was never very great, you know.
Yeah, nobody can remember. What do you think about drive-up voting?
Well, if you can get a burger with it, sure. That would be great.
Drive-up voting is the thing. How about two-day voting? Why?
We're going to be in two-day voting. If you notice what everybody's primaries have around the country, they're still counting them. They're going to count them for
Why
the
does
next
it have to be just one day when you vote and stand in line with a bunch of people?
There's early voting, and
There is
I
early
think I
voting.
figured out based on the primary,
Yep.
but I'm going to go to early voting this year. And nobody was there. Everybody's paranoid. You go there, you got like 4 people waiting on you. And is our sound off?
Happy birthday, Double Talk.
Happy birthday, Double Talk, and Mark Steffen. To reach his seniority.
It's a good
Did
drink.
you reach your seniority? You like this one better?